You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Guys, there's nothing like boxing, and there are no athletes like fighters.
Struggling to get to his feet. Incredible tickets. Unbelievable.
Takes another right. Burns in deep trouble again. Burns it down. Burns it.
You know, you dream of fights like this, but the man said it really never.
Peace to the God Almighty F.
What's up, fight fans?
Staten Island.
J.Cotto.
Let's go.
Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Team.
Some of y'all know me. I used to cop green from OG. Nickels, dimes, and OTs.
Now,
I'm like Thor's brother, so low key.
before I get into my fight news, your fight news, I just want to let a lot of you guys know, now to the ones that stood subscribed to me, I would like to say peace to y'all, man. Y'all showed dedication. Y'all showed, you know what I'm saying, no type of prejudice. At the same time, you also showed that y'all think for yourselves. You know what I mean? The ones that unsubscribed and didn't know where to go when shit was popping off, and I'm not even going to bring up the subject because there was no subject to begin with. I like to say, fuck y'all, stay gone. You're a bunch of fake motherfuckers, and I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, you guys showed yourself exactly what you're worth. You know what I mean? Because in the situation that I'm talking about was a situation where I was called a fraud simply because, somebody just got emotional about something that I said. Now, as two men, we came to the table and we talked this out a long time ago. So I like to thank those that stood faithful. You know what I'm saying? That stood legit with me. Because at least you know. And so does the other side. You know what I'm saying? He know too that I'm nowhere near fraud. You know what I'm saying? Things were said on his side on emotions, and that is what it is. So all those guys that inboxed me, fuck you. All those guys that try to call me a fraud as well without knowing what the fuck was going on, fuck you. All those guys that unsubscribed from me and didn't know where to go because they were so confused because I don't know what to do when it was none of your business, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? All those guys who gonna continue to think that way about me as well, just stay the fuck away. Because I got 453 subscribers that I'm happy with. I don't do this for numbers. I don't do this for money. You know what I mean? So thank you very much, man, for the people that hung in there, man. Hashtag come back to boxing, man. Thank you very much. Also like to say what's up and peace to the fight guru. You know what I mean? And everybody at the YTBC, man. This week has been hectic for me. I'm more than sure if you guys are fathers as well. We got Halloween and all this other bullshit. Things got a little hectic in the month of October, but it is what it is. So now that all the lies and all that bullshit is out of the way, me and J.Cotto stands in the clear, in the light, unscathed. I just want to tell y'all, man, that whatever you hear about me, whatever goes on, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen to your other favorite channels too. You know what I'm saying? So when things go off between uploaders, I don't think that you guys should actually have any say so in it, because a lot of you guys are looking crazy and stupid now. I blocked a lot of you guys, I really did, because you know what I'm saying, you guys had no idea what the fuck you were talking about. A lot of you guys sound like fanboys, had his dick stuck down halfway down your fucking esophagus, but it's all good, because you wind up looking stupid, judgmental, fucking fake ass motherfuckers. I hope you guys like it on the other side. I hope you really, really do. Because you motherfuckers who was trolling me, you look stupid now. You motherfuckers look stupid. Y'all look like fanboys. Y'all look like people who were lost and didn't know which side to step on when you had no side to step on, period. Y'all chose sides. So now I know the real you. And the movement knows the real you. Those that unsubscribe was never part of the movement. Stay gone. Now, let me hit you with this Monday fight news, man. Tyson Fury, he goes on about Klitschko in an interview, says that he was sick with the flu, and it was all bravado, It was all bravado when he was getting that when he was getting that Klitschko. He's happy that they actually postponed the fight because he wasn't 100% anyway. But he wasn't going to come out and say that. He said that you know, what David Hay did, he knew that Klitschko was going to do that. He knew that Klitschko was gonna pull out, and he also knows that Klitschko knows that it's over for himself. You know, um, a lot of people beg to differ on that. A lot of people beg to differ on that simply because you see, you've got Klitschko who's been holding it down for quite a long time. Has been fighting almost everybody that he's needed to fight, even young guys, young hungry motherfuckers, right? So you got to give Klitschko his respect. Now Tyson Fury is one crazy son of a bitch, and he's coming in there to fight. Shit, I hope he is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just feel that Klitschko's gonna have a hard time with Tyson Fury. He's gonna have one hell of a fucking bad day at the office, man. You know, Andre Ward finally has a match and will face Alexander Brand, who's 38 years old. He's 24-1, and this fight will be on the Cotto Canelo undercard. Um, you know, I have to look into that a little bit more to tell you exactly how I feel about this fight. Um, I'm not a Ward fan simply because he's been inactive. He was inactive for like a year and a half. My attention was caught with actual contenders and fighters. So even on his comeback fight, I still had to. You know what I'm saying? He has to turn my attention. He still has yet to turn my attention. So I can't really tell you about that right now. I'll look into that and I'll get back to you on that. But otherwise than that, it is what it is. Bob Arum is trying to make Lomachenko versus Rigondeaux, but obviously that deal is dead as the WBO strips Rigondeaux of his fucking title. Now a lot of people are like, "What the fuck, man? What's going on?" Well, he's been inactive. At the same time, there's been rumors going around that he wanted to go and sign with Al Heyman. So when you go and do that, and when people hear that you want to go and sign with Al Heyman, you ask yourself this question, especially if he was signed to you: Is he plotting behind my back? See, this is a case here where people are not going to look at the politics when the politics should be looked at in the case of Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux has done some bad politics and politicking, and as well as his handlers. I mean, his handlers should have been fighting harder for this guy. You know, Guillermo Rigondeaux is a great fighter, man. He's going down as one of the best, one of the feared fighters. But the thing is that he's diminishing, in age. He's getting older. He is one of the most ducked fighters today. So his handlers should have been pushing him a little more. They should have been asking for those special fights. He was having in Macau, he was having a nice following. I guess that wasn't enough for him. Well, I just say good luck to Guillermo Rigondeaux or Rigondeaux. I just hope that he's able to find his lane. Because personally, he just needs to fight. So fight, keep fighting, regardless. If there's nobody in that fucking weight division, then move the fuck up. You know what I mean? Look, Leo Santa Cruz was supposed to fight him. Leo Santa Cruz bounced. You know what I mean? So just chase him. Chase him. Manny Pacquiao says he confirms a rematch with the prize fighter from Vegas. Now, I'm not gonna call Manny Pacquiao a liar simply because Manny Pacquiao, before the fight between him and the prize fighter from Vegas went on, he actually was telling the truth. Like he was saying, the fight is there. And look what happened. The fight was there. So I'm not gonna doubt Manny Pacquiao's words anymore. Those who are still on that salt water and all that other shit, you got to get off of it. You're just being biased, being stupid. You really have to look into that. You know, you can't hold on to anything like that. Just like you can't hold on to Floyd Mayweather Sr. saying he's on fucking steroids. But meanwhile, those are just accusations and fucking air puffs simply because ain't nobody coming after him. Nothing came up like the prize fighter from Vegas. So let's not turn our attention away from the person who actually got caught cheating. But anyway, it's just to the point that, you know, I'm not gonna doubt Pacquiao on that now. So if Pacquiao says that he's gonna fight Floyd, or they're working on that, then I'm just gonna say, okay, all right. But I'm not hoping for it. No, I'm not gonna pay another $100. No, no, no. I'm not paying another $100. Um, if you pay another $100, then you're a stupid motherfucker. That's all I gotta say. I'm only being real. You know, Mikey Garcia has said in the report that he would fight Terence Crawford right now if Arum lets him walk away afterwards. I think Mikey Garcia is little ahead of himself there because you've been inactive for a long time, buddy. And you fighting Terence Crawford right now, my man, I think you need to have several seats right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're passionate, you're emotional, you want to get back in that ring. Understood. We all understand. But fighting Crawford now, at the gate, out the gate, after being inactive, nah, man. Chris Algieri will face Eric Bone or Bone 8 on the Jacob Quillen undercard. And I would like to see Algieri again in action. Now that he's got Jackson in his corner, I'm more than sure that he is most definitely going to improve. I mean, he held Khan at bay, man. He held his own against Khan. And that's something big there. That's something big, you know? Bradley, okay, goes in on an interview and says that he'd fight anyone but Crawford. Simply because when he used Crawford for the Alexander fight, he brought a lot to the table, you know? Every day was a challenge, and he's also a great friend. He brought a lot to the table when they were training and preparing for Alexander. And he said that he has a lot of love for Terence Crawford, and he'd fight anybody but him. You know, personally, if the fight has to be made in the future, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be friends. It's okay to be friends. But now when you're in a sport, you've got to do what you got to do. Just like if you're brothers and you're in the same sport, eventually your guys are going to clash, right? So that's the way it's got to be done. You know, Canelo weighs in on Crawford and Pacquiao. And he says that it's going to be a great fight. Okay? Says he likes Crawford's skills. Now, for Canelo to say it's going to be a great fight. Now back to Manny Pacquiao saying that he's in negotiations with Floyd Mayweather for another fight. Then you got Canelo and everybody else saying that that's going to be a great fight between Pacquiao and Crawford. Little confusion. I think something's going on, man. You know, everybody's paying attention to, you know, new channels opening up and what content people are saying, but they're not paying attention to the fucking news. Look at all this propaganda that's going around. This is crazy. You know, you got the super welterweight champion Jamal Charlo, okay, and he's gonna defend the strap against Wilkie Campfort on November 28th, okay, in Dallas. And Errol Spence Jr. will be fighting Alejandro Barrera on that card. Can't wait to see those two back, and especially Errol Spence Jr. I definitely want to see him back in action. I definitely want him to keep moving up because eventually I want him and Thurman to get it on later on. But I want him to have bigger names. I want to see exactly how Errol Spence Jr. is going to hold himself, you know, when it comes to bigger names. Gabriel Rosado versus Joshua Clottey is added to December 19th on the card. And I tell you right now, man, that's going to be a good one. Clottey is definitely still dangerous. It's definitely still a puncher and definitely still fast. Gabriel Rosado is a fucking warrior. And yeah, he bleeds like Mei Ling. Yeah, but that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that they don't stop the fight prematurely on his cuts. Lately, it's been like that for Rosado, man. It's kind of fucked up, you know. Oscar De La Hoya will return to boxing, but as a trainer, okay? He's going to be working with Devin De La Hoya. Now, that's a good fresh breath of air, you know. De La Hoya coming back to boxing as a trainer. That's pretty good. Because he also said that he's basically trying to make a second coming of De La Hoya. So I think he's gonna do it through this kid. He's gonna live vicariously through this kid. Thurman versus Porter is on a new date. Okay, it's gonna be January 23rd, 2016 on Fox. And Porter the underdog. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But it also puts a lot of pressure on Porter. I think this fight between Thurman and Porter is going to be much better than any fight that these two have had. This is a PBC brand fight. I respect Thurman and I respect Porter. In this match, I don't expect nothing less. Okay? I don't expect nothing less but action personified or action personification in that ring. All right? I don't expect anything less than a good fight. Because if you guys are going to be hugging and shit, then it's just going to add on to the fuckery for PBC. You know what I mean? But let's see what happens. Teddy Atlas on Bradley says that he's prepared and he didn't take anything away from Joel Diaz. He says Joel Diaz did a great job, but he says that that working on Bradley is was something that he wanted to do as well. You know, because Bradley such a good fighter. The thing is, he would get hit with shots he didn't have to get hit with. You know, and under Joel's tutelage, he saw that he was getting hit with big shots. You know. The last person he trained was Povetkin, and Povetkin won the strap. So, you know, the reason why he wanted to help Bradley is because he sees a lot of potential in Bradley. Now, I know that, you know, everybody is going to blame Timothy Bradley's wife on the reason, you know, as to why Joel Diaz left or whatever. But we don't know what happened. We don't know what's going on, you know. So you guys just have to just keep the ear open and just wait and see, you know, and look at every interview that goes on with Bradley, so you guys can actually know what the fuck is going on, you know. But anyway, I'd like to say peace to everybody in the YTBC, peace to the Fight Guru, peace to 10 players, Blood Boxing, you know, YTBC student, Haplotype 0, you know, little feuds that happen within the YTBC. You know, me as a man adding on a comment and people getting attacked and shit like that. Oh, that was a fact. It happened. It happened. It happens a lot to people. The thing is that when a person is trying to tell you that there was no malice behind the words that they said, you know, people that jump on bandwagons and people that like to instigate and fanboyism, you guys got to take a look at yourselves before you go and point the finger and look at and call somebody else something before you not knowing what the fuck the truth is. Because I'm feeling good. I'm sitting back and I'm laughing at each and every one of you stupid motherfuckers that doubted me. But it's okay. It happens. Hashtag come back to boxing isn't fraud. It isn't fuckery. Hashtag come back to boxing has been pushing back a lot of fucking wigs within this YTBC shit and within this fucking, you know what I'm saying, within the boxing itself. Within boxing itself. Helping Michael Nunn's petition. Donating to the Ali Foundation. Out of my fucking pockets. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I decide to sell shirts, I'll be the first to tell you, these shirts, the money's coming to me. But I don't need to do that. I'm well off. I'm good. So I don't need to sell shirts and shit like that. Now, if I do make shirts, I'll be giving them away. Goddamn right. I'll be giving them away. So it is what it is. Now, let me bring you up to date with the fantasy fights, man. I still got to crown one middleweight. I ain't forget you, Dilltown. You know, Harry Greb. I gotta crown him. After that, I'm gonna give y'all to this Friday. All right, so just look for the registration video for the Fantasy Fight League. All right, look within the comment section. It's gonna tell you each and every person from the YTBC who they are. Okay. Out of the list within the registration video, you guys have to pick a fighter. Do so. Let me know. I've got its own book. I've got the Fantasy Fights book here. Everything's recorded in record. Everything will be recorded. Champions, matches, wins, losses, draws. All right? Catch weights if you want. I got you. This is the official, okay? And I'm going to say it again. The official tissue of Fantasy Fight Leagues. So get up with it. You know what I'm saying? Free of charge. You get fucking paid. You know what I'm saying? Because there's grand prizes. So I will be fucking paying you guys, you know, but and giving you prizes and shit. But this is fun. This is free. This is for everybody to get involved. And also to rep legacy. You know? Otherwise than that, fight fans, you know, sorry it was a while. October got a little crazy. And that's just basically it, man. So you guys stay up. God bless. And see you next time. Later, fight fans.